My advice, quit talking, it's over. Wanna battle? Wanna battle? Wanna battle? Don't make me embarrass you in front of your so-called peers.
It's a battle.
This is like the fucking finale of about 5 or 6 rounds of ill cunts taking each other out one at a time. The winner of tonight takes home $1,500. They also get a title match against Deliver for $1,000 next event. Without further ado, on the right hand side, make some noise for Savij Tung.
COHCRK, IP in your ear hole.
Hey. There's always got to be one. It's always case. On the left hand side, make some noise for Eljay.
Shout out's legal merch, IP cunt.
Right, once again, $1,500 and a title match for $1,000 on the line. Pay respect, show some love, keep it down, but react to the buzz. Real talk one more time, let's fucking go!
Alrighty, cunts. Welcome to IP, cunt. But if you're going to be an IP, you might need to be a little bit more like me, Tongue. In case you hadn't noticed, the mighty Tongue, he doesn't like saying IP, cunt. That's why it's IP all over you. Just quietly, cunt. It's IP, cunt. So you hit my team up trying to change the ID from IP, cunt. Cunts? If I don't hear an IP try to leave his guy's cheeks, I'll be like, leave, cunt. Oh, yeah. But he says he doesn't like to swear at the cunt. You can't bear it, you cunt. He just tears at the cunt. It's funny that someone named Savij Tung could be scared of the cunt. You see, it's IP right there with the cunt. So if you want to wear it, you cunt, you fucking declare it, you cunt. IP! IP!
Cunt.
There you go. Now let's get into this. Alright, now in all honesty, I owe real talking to fans an apology. Because courtesy of a lot of things in my last few battles, you didn't get all you should have got from me. And I ain't gonna make excuses for what I have or haven't said, because it ain't something I'm gonna repeat. Instead, I'm here to sacrifice the tongue and ask redemption be offered me. Because I'm ready to scoff a feast, like that waft to KFC after you just copped a feed. Because I can smell that chain and now that hunger's back on top of me. And now I've got that brain ticking, I constantly rock rhymes, going right around every day, an hour hand on a clock type. See so many punches that I spray, you need a guard out to block mine. Need arms around your face, tell me that's not clockwise. And you want a 2 to 3 minutes on the clock, right? Not bright. See, in my 60s, you never get around right. That wasn't clockwise. See, now I got him second guessing it, having feeling the heat like a rifle squirting. Get inside his head until he's choking on his rounds. I call that the Tyler Durden. Don't choke that.
Round one on Savij Tung, let's go.
Yo, check out real talk. Y'all ain't shout out the IP cunt. You shouldn't really start, pal. The only reason I don't do it, I ain't trying to bottle smart mouths.
We did the first count.
That's what they said. Real talk though, skinny jerks. Yeah, I've got a couple of them, and he's a skinny bloke. Compared to me, this next to nothing of them. Which is funny, because I've been blowing up this 20. I'm the trigger finger on the button, cousin, so I'm strapping C4 to Eljay, because if you push me tonight, I'm leaving next to nothing of them. See, trying not to think of joke bars, man, it's hectic. Especially when the fans expect it. But I don't have to write down jokes and project to show that this digit's anorexic. Y'all can all see it for yourself. Old vampire features is the picture of health. See? scars like a prisoner's cell. He's so thin he could use a paper clip for a belt. See, your head, your body, your limbs, your fucking neck, everything about you is rectangular. Your features are so freakishly gaunt, you would scare the fuck up out of Dracula. See, he's just one of those kind of guys people assume has tried the fries. And despite the height and those tired eyes, he got a body type runway models idolize. If you come to see a tall, skinny fuck, you come to the right place, man. Because right here, for one night only, the blue monster from Space Jam. Well, see, jokes is so last battle for me. We're here to find the next contender. To see who's what, the one true heir and who's just the best pretender. So when I son him and I flog him, it's because that's just what my job is. Because Eljay, to me, stands for Little Joffrey. So you can call me King Robert. See, in this Game of Thrones, you either win or you die, and you don't need a reason why. So I'm here to see this bastard son of a bitch ain't seen past season 5. See, we know you can come raw with rap and all of that, but you're gonna need more than that to be called a champ. And if you keep dropping the ball and crap, then you'll never make starting forward, man. What am I talking about? I'm rocking the fro and the mo. And if I throw in the clothes, my style's old school cray as hell. But you're gonna keep spitting your written shit like you was fucking oblivious, like you got nothing to say. Cause well, after the end of your third against Native was, yeah, now even they can tell. If you start drowning in the battle, you're gonna have to doggy paddle, cause you couldn't freestyle to save yourself.
Let's go.
Now, there's one thing you know about Tung is that he's a nice bloke. Fucking is. Now, as a general rule in life, nice guys are finishing last. Here at Real Talk, we bend the rules. See, nice guys get sympathy laughs. See, nice guys get reaction even when they mix up their parts. But tonight, nice guys get bodied by someone spitting some fucking bars. Can't all rip you apart, call it division or lark, cause your definitive spark is fucking dimmer than dark. I mean, you're missing the craft, there's people filler than bars. This ain't a little bit harsh, you've been shit from the start. But from day dot, it's been the same fucking shit. You'll come out spitting your bars, growl, get in their face, start to give it the arc. Then it's the hand clap, the blanks there above, brains drifted afar. Almost expect to see Case behind me with his cues up, lifting a card. Then you give it a few, or fucking come back in missing a half, spit the punch on it at the end just to finish the part. Makes no sense, still gets applause. Ruin the vat decides to give it a bars. When I do that shit, I get boozed dude in the back like his lyrics are ass. Yeah, they want to act like you're top tier and one of the best in this brisk clip. That's kind of sad when being a nice guy is the only strength that you're listing. Call yourself a vet. What kind of veteran is this shit? Have more cheers out of pity than the Special Olympics. You couldn't count the amount of wordplays, metaphors and technicals I've rambled off. It's about the smartest punches I could, whether they'd land or not. But still up until that day I decided to call Scandal Fox. I caught more hate than Amanda Todd. So down the props and whether you're the people's champ or not, I came to demand of fans that I'm the champ you want and the man to top. Yeah. 5 years you've been in this league and you never gave the title a look in, huh? 5 years and you still stumble through every round like you're shooken up. 5 fucking years and you're still pulling rookie stuff. 5 years without a title shot, you know what? You're not fucking good enough. Because this ain't a case that things were never in place. This is just a case of you could never beat Case. Even because your punches would sound way better if they were read by Mayweather. And I know that last off the jab is something you Mayweather, but wait for the third round, I'll bring that coldness back like Mayweather.
Thanks for going for our show.
Alright, check it, cunt. Ever since you got out the gauntlet, you've been acting like you're the top of the scene. But you couldn't topple me even though we were the top of the league. So honestly, you gotta realize that your runner's gonna stop with me. But first, let's see how you even got to me. Yo. First round, you drew your brother in what was supposed to be a classic. But the fact is, Grit spazzed it and blanked it. So it best to be a stretch to say Eljay actually smashed it. It would have been better if your brother just started with, Mom, fuck it, bro, you can have it. But real talk, that shit was actually fucking tragic because you were coming softer in that battle than a roughed off a faggot. And if your brother had come good that night, he and I would be going at it and it'd be his spine I'm lining up to smash it with a hatchet. See, next we move on to your machine battle, which should have been called a lifeline. Because everybody you dropped got crickets. It's like they should have held a battle in the woods at night time. And you should feel bad you had a full room for that. It happened at the right time. You remember that night, right? Before Shadzy got right blind, decided to steal my rhyme shot because he thought that it was fight time. Old Shadzy's always been such a nice guy. But you got crickets. You got crickets for writing bars that you thought were tight rhymes, and I got more responsive and I did my battle for how many was it there was? Like 9? Yeah! So those 9 were there for yours and mine, but they didn't clap for you. Which tells me one thing. It must be fucking ratchet to be you. When my shit gets met with cheers and applause, and your shit gets met with what appears to be a pause. So now we move on to your native bones battle. The wild card from the gauntlet must have really made your bones rattle. Even he wanted to call robbery like he wanted beef, like he trying to own cattle. But on the replay, got stuck up Shit's Creek with no paddle. Meanwhile, he's riding his high horse. I spit thick like an old camel, cause the only way he getting a buck tonight is up out of his own saddle. Yeah! To summarize this verse for those who might get lost, let's go through a run through of those who had to cop a loss so our paths could cross. You took out Grits, Machine, and Native Bones. I took out Shads, Rhyme Form, and Cost. Now based on that and what you heard so far, who got real claim to be a boss? Time, bitch.
This is the final round of the Blood Money tournament.
Now you're supposedly a real talk vet, but in the 3 to 4 years before this tourney, you battled an RT less than 5 times. But I guess there's more important shit in life, right? I mean, you had a baby on the way, a nice bride, a whole new life in the pipeline. Plus, you know, you would have been pretty busy writing them 10 battles for grind time. Now we all know real talk doesn't mind guys going into state and trying to widen their limelight, but when it's 2 seconds around the corner at an event called Bris Vegas Invasion, you know something's not quite right. There's a difference between trying to widen the guy's shine and stealing a fan base. But I guess Gav had some pot luck when he took that grind time name and put it on Real Talk's roster. And you can say you saw it different, that just shows you drop nuts. He was making it blatant, named it Bris Vegas Invasion. And it's not just the fact you kept on battling for him and constantly coughed up your personal best, it was the fact that you dogged us. And if that's the type of loyalty you show when things get to the deep end, then maybe me and the team need to rethink this IP thing. But at least now everyone will listen to the trick because we know we can't trust the tongue while we've been hitting the piss. And even after all this, as far as tears, you're still just in the middle of shit. Because you put him next to Jay or Case, they'd be whipping the prick. So what was your plan? Wait for all the top tiers to quit, then make you play? Cunt, this is battle rap, not a waiting game. Plus you named a whole lot of waiting games, so you knew I'd make you pay, I guess you were waiting game. But no matter how long you're waiting, man, you never be breezing by, because as soon as one retires, a new breed arrives. And I ain't gonna lie, this league's getting stacked with some beastly types, but I'm gonna get crowned ahead of the pricks like Jesus Christ. But you asking cops for weed. I mean, you'll never get on to that. You'll never get onto that stage of playing. You got game sharper than a motherfucking razor blade. But I got a desire to go to lengths like Jay McLean and in a fight of strength like Lady K. See, this is my mental exercise. That's why you're not got the best of me, because you lose your train of thought and can't jog your memory. While I'm moving lines at a rapid rate, like they're fucking acid bait. So much fire when I'm rapping, mate, saliva evaporates. So now I'm starting to get some meal tickets off this shit, and that check's gonna have numerous bought. See, I put my money where my mouth is and get food for thought. So they're gonna think it's 96 in Vegas when they land on what you record. Taking out a G1/2 like Orlando Anderson with an Uzi drawn. But all the right ingredients is all you've been drawn, so 3 guesses what he'll make. See, I need that flour in the pavement, so I guess I'm gonna build cake. I'm on my gold digger shit when I'm fetching my meals, mate, cause now I talk to him, so I'm getting my bills paid. Talk to him!
Alright, you talking about ain't ripping, real talk. Who's spitting shit now? You went to Don't Flop and won out in the last 24. Who's the hypocrite now? Alright. But real talk, I didn't come here to spit a bunch of above average bars about how whack that you are. Or how you wouldn't give everything you have for the chance to get your name up on that champion card, but probably never will because you lack in the heart. Or how you don't have a real grasp on the craft. Like you ain't even half of a chance to master the craft because you ain't smart with the bars. You ain't even up to this task of getting these smart ass bastards to laugh. Nah, I ain't gonna say that. Because there's one time I'll admit you got this shit. Not this battle, fool. I mean when you drop your shit. You ain't struggling with your battle and you on top of it. I heard you drop a line and motherfuckers lost this shit. So it's obvious your problem isn't from a lack of confidence or even you being competent or coming up with some popping scripts. Like I said, it's obvious. But I'm a killer with the compliments. Stop getting into politics and the consequences, because in reality, us battling, that's what the proper topic is, to keep watching this space. And in particular, watch his face. And record down the minute when he figures out I'm winning and I've actually outfigured him, and you can Ralph Wiggin him. Real talk. Ryan play back and actually pinpoint the second his little heart clogs and breaks because he realizes that he's lost his case. Because in the worst version of his perfect dream, instead of me, he'd rather be taking the loss the case. Which is ironic because he'd been sweating this battle. He even skinnier now. So he's already literally lost 2Ks. See, everyone keeps comparing this toss to Case, but I don't see it, bruv. Because to me, Case is an original RT champion and Eljay is just a chump. But if I step back and look at it, I suppose I gotta give it to him cause you're both tall, dorky, awkward, lanky, goofy looking cunts. and neither you will ever make the best stress list. When your whole working class rapper get up, reads off like a checklist. Let me see, printed tee, check. Baggy jeans, check. Sports shoes, check. Cap, check. Suspect ice user complexion. Fuck the funnies, I ain't here to come take a loss today. Let's get back to the politics of you taking a loss the case. Because whenever the subject's brought up about who would make a battle title holder, one of you's always brought up and it's not you, Case. So the battle ain't even happened, but it's blatantly apparent that you've already lost the case. Now let's see how that relates to you taking a loss to me. Now pay attention properly, and then you got to see you taking this L, you gotta cop it sweet, because that's something you haven't done before this. See, every battle he's lost, he was fucking rotted. Yay. It's true shit. He was fucking rotted. Before this. What a faggot. He was fucking rotted. Alright. So every battle he's lost, he was fucking rotted. Even though the other guy outbarred him and outperformed him, just like Ryan formed him. And then if you don't believe that, then I'll show you where the psych ward is. See, the point is you don't show every opponent the respect that they deserve. And if you don't respect that, then you should expect to be getting served. See, I'm just better with the words. You're getting veteran served. You about to see him seize up like I pinched the complex shit of nerves. See, I'm getting deeper now. Because I know that lost the Rhyme Form and Nicotine be fucking up your sleeping now. So I'm saying he's a whingy bitch. Come on, people now. Because he'll front like he's sweet outside. He'll front like he's sweet outside, but on the inside, well, he's fucked up. Nah, really. When you can't accept the truth, you're fucked up. He'd be like, fuck both them battles, they want a bias tip. I'm like, you want to cry and shit, go pay a psychiatrist. Nicotine just came clean, you can't deny this shit. And you want to hate on Ryan, why? Because he tried it, and you thought you could just write some shit and hope he might come polite with it. Instead he came sharp like a knife with it. And again, you left people on that silent tip. Yeah, I can see how you feel you got the right to trip. Grow up, motherfucker, it's finals night, and we some grown-ass men. If you want to know how to deal with a final loss, fuck off to Sydney and go and ask them. See, LJ's about to pull a Sydney. And start, LJ's about to pull a Sydney and he's gonna start buckling. When I'm swooping in like a hawk, y'all see the swan turn into an ugly duckling. See, G-I-C-C-O-H-I-P, it don't matter what the camp is, cause when Thomas amping, you know that he's a champion, so I'll be running rampant like a buddy Franklin. Oh, yeah. See, if he says he's the best in Briz, lying, he's got a lot of tall tales to tell. So I'm a player's father, I send you back to the Gold Coast, son. Either that or straight to hell. Cause we both playing the same game, the difference is I play it well. So if you love your Aussie footy or you just agree with me, say it. Fucking A, FL. 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 Fucking A, FL.
Come on, make some fucking noise. Fifth birthday, it's also the final of the Blood Money tournament. All tournament long, we've been saying big ups and a lot of love to our sponsors, Candy Crooks, Grill of Welfare and Roasties. We got some sponsors on stage tonight. Show them we appreciate these motherfuckers. I'm representing Candy Crooks because they couldn't be here tonight. We got some money on the line. That was the Real Talk Blood Money tournament final. Been going for fucking just about a year now. A lot of dope battles. We had a lot of fucking heavy hitters. We have some wild cards come a long way in the tournament. It boiled down to these two men, Savij Tung and Eljay. Before we announce it once again, make some noise for these boys. Let them up, and without further ado, the winner of the $1,500 and will be facing Deliver next event for the title match for another $1,000 is Eljay.
Shout out fucking Legal Merchandise, Relevant Productions, 4-1's Finest, and DF Designs.
One more time, Real Talk, make some motherfucking noise!
Boy Daniel, it's Real Talk 5th birthday, just seen the end of the Blood Money tournament, fucking sick battle. I gave it to LJ, actually gave him every round. I mean, Savij Tung came correct, I love the bloke, he's fucking been here from the start, does his thing, but yeah, new blood, LJ killed it, peace.
What's good, man? Your boy Promiscuous up here at the Real Talk 5th birthday. We've just seen the fucking match of the night, LJ versus Savij Tung. Look, I gave the first round to Savij just for the comedic value of it, you know. The second round went to LJ. Third round could have been Savage's. It was going, in my eyes, it was going to Savij. That whole step just fucked it for him. And yeah, LJ.
Real Talk 5th birthday. Just had the fucking Blood Money tournament final, LJ versus Tung. That was fucking dope. Tung wins the first round from his skinny bars and his Space Jam line. That was dope. LJ had that cunt scheme and the clock scheme. That was also dope, but I think Tung edged that. Second round, LJ's impersonation was fucking awesome. The whole 5 years and you haven't got a title shot yet. That was dope too. So Tung he went through all the battles that LJ's done. I think LJ wins that round, and the last round they were both solid, but I think he lost too much momentum at the end. He had it right there to win, but he choked too much and stumbled too much, and that gave LJ the win. So congrats, man. Good shit.